Ahum to you and to yours. And welcome to Moira's Light Valentine Preparation Workshop. I wanted to give you little bits and little bits that we can actually start from today. And I started last week as well with the sigil making worksheet, which I'm going to show you how to use. And it's so simple. And you can use it for any kind of sigil that you want to put together and make it a seal and use it for your intentions because a sigil is all about intentions. But I also wanted to touch base with you because everybody has rose quartz. Well, rose quartz has this loving, harmonizing, romantic, mm, calm, uh, calmness to it with an abundance of unconditional love. Um, and it's not only for you, but for others and situations, your homes, your intentions, um, how we were talking before, inanimate objects that are really not inanimate, because in the shaman world, we know that these are atoms that have been compressed, and atoms are alive, or else they wouldn't move and they wouldn't have kept their shape how it was intended. Therefore, it's smart and it knows what it has to do. But what what's mostly um, so loving about the rose quartz? First, the color. It promotes love. It promotes so many beautiful vibrations, but it is a vibration of the goddess energy. And it's important to understand that it is the vibration of the goddess energy. And not only the goddess energy, but the divine feminine energy. So when you get the quartz crystal in your hand, you feel fuzzy inside, right? Fuzzy wuzzy. And it feels so good. It feels so calming. Um, what it does really, it opens up your heart chakra and it helps you experience things from your heart center. And everything that you're experiencing comes to the heart center and it becomes your home base when, especially when you're using crystal magic or you're using crystals in your reiki or any of that. You once you use your um, your rose quartz, you automatically have this shift, the spiritual and physical shift, because your conscious awareness actually goes to your heart chakra when it comes to this beautiful crystal. We all know that crystals, each crystal has its own fairy that is its keeper. And that fairy, you can bet your butt that that fairy is all about love, right? And it's important for you to understand that because the crystal quartz and the magic that it brings, or the healing that it brings, helps you to learn to appreciate yourself in a much deeper vibration than you usually do in your day to day life. And not only that, it lets you love yourself the way that you are. You realize, hey, you know what? I'm enough. I'm more than enough. I'm exactly what the doctor ordered, right? And you get to understand that and you get to feel that and you get to anchor that with the rose quartz. And and I always tell people with quartzes, the good thing about quartz is the size doesn't matter. So you can have a quartz chip and that's going to emit as much frequency and enough vibrations as a huge piece. So in this case, with crystal, size really doesn't matter. It can help you see things through your heart center in a more empathetic kind of way. It helps with your relationships because and relationships with others and relationships to situations and your memories and your conditioning. It actually pivots you in a different point of view to where you can actually see what really is going on, because the crystal quartz gives you that compassion, gives you that capability, which you already have inside. It just magnifies it. So you end up seeing things in different points of views, because it is meant, or your rose quartz, when you're it's held by you and your frequencies wrap itself around it, and then it does the same thing with the law of reciprocity. What's going to happen is you're going to see um, things right in front of you, and you're going to find the way out. You're going to find the perfect way of fixing a situation, whether it's at work, whether it's at home, whether it's inside of you, and you'll be able to feel a little more comfort and healing, especially when you're hurting from a previous relationship. And there's so many of us out there that are hurting from previous relationships. But it also, at this day and age, today is February 10, 2021, you can use this rose quartz to actually heal your relationship in this pandemic, with the actual pandemic. Give it love and give it compassion and send it on its way. Let it know that you don't need that energy until that energy changes to something that is going to be for your greater good. So it can go there. It can definitely go there, because we are infinite and the universe is infinite. And the frequencies and vibrational energy pools from all our crystals are infinite. And we can use this beautiful rose quartz not only in a romantic setting, but also in meditation. Um, and when we want to work with unconditional love, which encompasses every single thing that you can ever imagine: forgiveness, forgetting, moving forward um, with your life. What is another thing that the rose quartz can do? If you give it an intention and you bring it into your heart center, and your intention is to help you be in a state to attract more love into your life. Now, you need to be specific, okay? You need to be specific about exactly what it is that you need and that you're asking for the energies to bring you, and then magnifying, because you're magnifying it with that crystal quartz. All right. So you're amplifying and magnifying your intention so that it begins to manifest. So imagine the power that you're going to have when you add crystals or stones or any other tools that you may be using. Okay. What you really want to home in on with this beautiful rose quartz is to energetically cleanse yourself, as the rose quartz is cleansing itself. Now, there are many ways of doing this. You can do it intentionally. You can ask your spiritual protective services to do this, or you can just add a selenite. Hello. You can add a selenite. You can actually build a beautiful selenite amethyst as your generator, energy generator, and you can add your rose quartz and make these a beautiful, and a clear quartz as well. You can make a beautiful um, heart grid, and that energy is just going to get infused in the entire home. You get a bay leaf and you burn that. You just smudge your home with a bay leaf and let it just die down on its own. If it doesn't finish it, then if it doesn't finish burning, it means that everything is good, right? If it does finish burning, then it means that you needed it. Um, so what you want to do is programming your quartzes. Like, let's say you did build a beautiful heart um, crystal grid. Well, you need to make sure that you give it the energy, you activate your grid, and that you give it the specific and concise directions and intentions before you even activate it. So you want to talk, you're going to say, okay, I'm going to do this. You build it, you bring in your intentions, and you say activate, and then you activate it. Okay, you activate it the way that your intentions are telling you. You're going to be guided. You are your own guided guidance apprentice. So what you're doing is you're taking your spiritual protective services instructions from within you and you are applying it. So don't think that this is something, oh my God, I'm so smart, I did this. No, yeah, you're smart, allowing that energy to pass through you because you know that the intention is beautiful, right? So that's one of the things that I love to to talk about on World Friendship Day, on Earth Day. Mother's Day is a beautiful rose. Quartz Day, Valentine's Day, birthdays. Oh my God, give someone a rose quartz for their birthday, for their graduations, for all that, because the intention that you're going to put in it, it's going to be lovely and it's going to allow them to clear things out of the way and then keep themselves moving. Now, let's talk about a beautiful morning ritual that manifests love. Again, you can manifest general love, right? But you want to manifest, there are certain of you that want to manifest a specific kind of love. And this is perfect, especially in the morning where you haven't eaten all night. So, in a way, you are in a fasting mode. Um, and it actually, it when you bring that energy in from your rose quartz, you start off the day calm already. You're calm because it does that. It does that for you. Um, the only way that you can truly heal from something or someone, and the only way that you can grow is with a beautiful four-letter word, that it's an infinite word, that it transcends space and time, and it has no boundaries. And that word is called love. Love for yourself, love for everything you've gone through, whether you caused it to yourself or somebody did, doesn't matter. It's where you are today. You're here today, and you have a brand new experience and a brand new day to make these changes. So every morning, you got to be grateful for that, guys. You have to feel grateful and thankful. So let's heal. Let's talk about relationships with yourself, with family, with friends, with your partner, with God, or any deity, or any God, or source, or spirit, whatever it is. It will help heal that relationship you have. And like I said before, let us heal COVID energetically and heal ourselves and give COVID love so that it understands that it can just go and not touch us anymore. There, some of you are going to understand what I mean. Some of you are still growing, but you will one day when you go back to these videos years from now. Uh, and start seeing what I'm talking about. You're going to be okay, so you're going to wake up, you're going to take deep breaths, you're going to stretch on your bed. You're not going to get out of bed. You're actually going to stay in bed. This is something that I like to use on my bed. And my husband and I do this all the time. Um And what I do is I have a rose quartz and an amethyst. I have my tourmaline. I have my um, clear quartz, and I have my selenite on my night table. I have two of each. So what my husband and I do, we get a rose quartz and we put it right here in the middle of our chest, each one of us. He laughs because he's like, oh my God, we're doing this every morning. I'm saying, yes, yes, we are. And then what I want you to do is I want you to close your eyes and I want you to envision and ask your rose quartz to start bringing out this beautiful pink and white energy, right? Because that's what it is. If you look at a rose quartz, it's got parts that are white, parts that are pink, a little dark pink, a little light pink in different places. And then I want you to go ahead and say, okay, I want this beautiful pink and white light to come and for me and my husband, I say, I want you to make a dome on our bed. Poor Nico, because sometimes Nico sleeps with us. And he's like, and you know when something's happening, when your dog is like, and he sees what you're imagining or envisioning, and he's like, oh Lord, and he won't move. And then I want you to let the crystal quartz bring you happiness and tenderness and warmth by bringing from the dome that it has created, sending down little stars. They're energy stars. These are energy frequencies and vibrations so that it covers your whole bed in love, with compassion, with passion, and purpose, because there's a purpose to having someone in your bed. And what you want to do is you want to feel that positivity as these little beams of light start hitting both of you and covering your bed because it's a dome to the edges of your bed. All right. Um, and then you want to talk, communicate with that rose quartz. And you want to wish it so then the law of reciprocity begins because you wish it for something good, it's going to wish for something back, right? And you're going to wish for tenderness, you're going to wish for warmth, you're going to wish for happiness, you're going to wish for positivity, you're going to wish for wellness, for your body to be in loving energy because love is the ultimate healing modality. And then you're going to remind yourself and your husband or your partner or your dog or maybe both that they are loved. But they're already going to feel it because they're like, you should see my husband's eyes. He's like, because he knows he sees something, but he's adamant about saying what it is. And then remind this beautiful rose quartz to remind you to be gentle with yourself, to carry yourself in love, with love, as love throughout that day, just for that day, because we're taking it a day at a time. Ask to be transformed into someone that loves themselves without conditions, and also ask for your partner to feel the same. And if you have no partner, you are the perfect one, and you can envision your future partner that will come into your life at some point. Okay? Because now you're transmitting love is what? Love transcends space and time. Therefore, whoever's going to come to you in the future, if you set that intention, it will get to that person. It'll only bring them closer to you. Okay. Um, this is a beautiful morning ritual. It's also a good evening ritual to do. And if you can find yourself some pink rose petals for Valentine's, put it all over the floor, put it on top of your bed. Pink, not red, pink. It has to be pink. And then fill your room with pink candles and white candles. There must be white candles as well. Pink candles. Um, and then, if you can, it's a good idea to both of you to take a nice warm shower and let the night begin. It could be as simple as having a conversation. Hubby and I love to converse. We love to talk. Oh my God, the things that we build for our future is incredible. And it's all oriented in love. And if you're just the one on top of your bed, love yourself. That is your me time. Bring in all of your spiritual protective services because they're there for you and they can help you heal, just like using this particular rose quartz to do this for you, and it can. If you have, and there's so many things that you can do to help yourself, and it's wonderful because you you get yourself you get yourself in a spot that you're like, well, okay, we can do this, right? We can do this. So let me see here. We can't, oh, I can talk about this constantly in a much greater length, but I don't have enough time. Okay, my dear. All right. So thank you for joining me. This is just the beginning. I'll be giving you more and more videos that I have been putting together for a while, and I'll just show them. Okay? All right. Have a great day.